your first warned weather forecast with Chief Meteorologist Candace King.
Well, you know, it would be nice to see a little bit of sunshine here, but the weekend has been compacted with a cloud cover, and unfortunately those clouds will stay with us here for these next couple of days. No exception for us tonight. A live look with our Mercia SkyTrack camera now out at the Rochelle Airport. Underneath some of that cloud cover, however, we might end up with a few flurries, even a little bit of patchy freezing drizzle here as we look into the overnight tonight. Now, because we've got the clouds out there, I figured we all need a little bit of sunshine. Let's take a trip, right? We're kind of feeling those midwinter blues out there. Let's go west. Let's go way west. 5-6 hours by plane west. Honolulu. It's nice. Yeah, I love the fact that we have the cameras here all across the U.S. and even the islands too. We can just sit 2.5 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes on this. Why not, right? I mean, you don't need me to tell you it's going to be cloudy. Temperatures will be in the 30s. Now we just need a little bit of tropical music playing, maybe an umbrella drink or something like that, right? All right, back to reality, I guess. Let's talk about the cloud cover here. Unfortunately, those will stay with us through the night and actually across much of the Midwest, even through the Great Lakes, as we're kind of underneath this northwesterly flow in the jet stream, which doesn't allow a lot of opportunity for dry air to move in. And when we do get dry air, it's on top of an air mass that's already saturated. So that means we're just stuck with those clouds underneath that drier air. But a weak system moving in from the north will allow an opportunity for a few flurries, even a little bit of freezing drizzle here as we go through the night tonight. Now, you can't really see that on satellite and radar, which is another reason why I love showing water vapor, because you really get to pick out where we've got these mid and upper level disturbances working through the atmosphere. One passing to our south. It did provide a couple of flurries, even a few light snow showers down south of Chicago earlier today. Next one that is going to move in tonight, it's this low pressure system moving out of southern Canada. You can see that counterclockwise spin in that water vapor imagery. Now moving into Lake Superior. This is going to continue to dive south through the night tonight, impacting us after midnight, and will allow a little bit of freezing drizzle there. So as we go through the night tonight, we might actually get a few slippery spots into tomorrow morning. Nothing major for us. I don't think this is going to be a big issue for the commute tomorrow. However, untreated roadways, bridges, and overpasses might become a little slick. Let's talk about how freezing drizzle forms. We look at our atmosphere from the surface up above, and our temperature cools as we get further and further up into the atmosphere. Once you reach that cloud layer, you're below freezing. So any water droplets in there mostly are frozen. So we have snowflakes. But there's actually a portion of the atmosphere between about 0 degrees Celsius all the way up to about 10 below Celsius where we really look at to get that potential for freezing drizzle. Now there's droplets, water droplets, when they get below freezing doesn't necessarily mean that they are going to freeze. You can actually have super cooled water droplets in the atmosphere that can stay in the liquid form all the way down to 40 degrees below zero. That's both Celsius as well as Fahrenheit. But when we look at the potential for freezing drizzle, this is kind of the section in the atmosphere that we look. We get these super cooled water droplets. We need a little bit of lift going in the atmosphere, which is what we've got tonight with that low pressure system coming through. It falls through a layer down once it gets closer to the surface where the temperature is below freezing, and that's how you get freezing drizzle. Oftentimes freezing drizzle can actually be a little bit more problematic than freezing rain because you don't necessarily, you see the drizzle, but you don't think it's freezing until you start to see that ice build up on your car, on your windshield, or even on your side mirrors. But again, I think the only problems we're going to run into tomorrow morning, if we really do see that freezing drizzle develop, are going to be primarily on untreated roads, parking lots, and sidewalks. So you might have a little slick spots in the morning hours tomorrow. Then a few flurries through tomorrow afternoon. We got the cloud cover that stays with us for Tuesday night through the day on Wednesday. Might see a flurry or two Wednesday afternoon with another system that'll pass us to the south. You see Futurecast picking up on this Wednesday evening about 5, 6, 7 o'clock. So kind of on the tail end of that evening commute. Temperature right now at 32 in Rockford, 30 in Freeport, 31 Monroe, and we sit at 30 degrees right now down in Sterling. Not much spread in our temperatures from the overnights to the afternoons. We're at 27 degrees for tonight. Winds will stay light from the west and northwest at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. 32 for tomorrow afternoon underneath a mostly cloudy sky. We're still above average. Average highs this time of year right around that 30-degree mark. As we round out the end of this month, which has been a fairly warm month to say the least, temperatures will stay in the low to mid 30s, but by the end of the week, we climb up close to that 40-degree mark. We might stay a little more mild here early next week, but it does look like, and some signs are pointing to maybe where temperatures will cool back off. So we have a higher probability and chance where we could see those numbers fall below average by the middle to end of next week.
A couple of things stick out from that 7-day forecast.
Yeah.
No storm this weekend. That's kind of a nice change, right? We've had some
Friday, Saturday, we might see it, but
not as bad as the last 3 weekends we've had, where
Fingers
we've
crossed.
prepared for some ice and
Yeah.
a couple of inches of snow.
Right.
The other thing, not much sunshine.
no, and there really is something to be said when you get kind of in the heart of that winter season. I mean, November, December, January, more December, January, you really get those clouds that just in this persistent cloud cover that sticks around. So there's something to be said about it of impacting your mood. So that's why if I can show you a little bit of sunshine or just think of a happy place.
This will be a crabby place around here by the end of the week.
No, we're here. We
True,
can cheer
that's
everybody
right.
up.
Maybe that should be our mission,
I think so.
just despite the cloud cover.
Yes.
Thanks, Cam.